Hello dears, welcome back to our class. So for the last 3 days we have been discussing the chapter Listen to the Mountain by Kaveri Nambishan, and in the previous class we were discussing the grammatical usages in our chapter. I think you all are now familiar with the present tense in the grammar. We were concentrating more on the present perfect tense in the textbook. Let me brief that to you once more. I told you that in the chapter Sagar was mentioning everything has been arranged. So that conveys the meaning that things has already been arranged. Cheyyapettirikkunnu. So to convey the meaning we are using has been there. In the present continuous form we learned has been, and here we are converting that sentence into a passive voice. That's why we are using has been arranged. So Kirti has been taught, Sneha has been taught. Wherever we say that, it conveys a meaning that that person is being taught by someone else. That is the meaning conveyed here. I hope you all did the homework, eagerly waiting for your homeworks. Today we will continue with the next scene of our chapter.
Scene 3.
Scene 3. Curtain raises. Ramanna's tea shop. Narayan, Ramanna, Shastri, Rudrappa and Kannan are talking excitedly. Narayan: Friends, we must discuss this calmly. Let us hear what each one has to say. Ramanna, you speak first. Ramanna: It is a foolish idea. Why do we need a 5-star hotel in this village? Is my hotel not good enough? Ramanna's tea, Ramanna's coffee, Ramanna's dosas, vadas and idlis, not good enough, is it? Shastri: Cool down, Ramanna. Your dosas and idlis are unbeatable. Your coffee and tea are famous in this village and beyond. I certainly don't think we need a fancy, multi-storied hotel to compete with your tea shop. Ramanna looks around, proud and happy. Kannan: This tea shop is fine for me, but if someone wants to build a grand hotel, I don't see any harm. It will bring in tourists. Tourists means money, and who does not need money? Shastri: Kannan, you are wrong. A multi-storied hotel can never come up on Dharmagiri. Narayan, puzzled: What do you mean never? Mr. Sagar told me that lorries and trucks would start arriving tomorrow. The foundation will be laid soon. Shastri: We have got to stop it. We cannot allow thoughtless people to ruin our beautiful mountain. There is another more important, urgent reason. Dharmagiri cannot support a building that big. It is dangerous. Why? Why do you say it is a dangerous? My grandfather told me when we were going up Dharmagiri to the temple once. When the temple was built 300 years ago, they realized that the earth there could not hold a structure taller than 30 feet. It would be dangerous to dig too deep for foundation. Narayan excited: That is all the more reason why a hotel cannot be built there. Come on, let us talk to Mr. Sagar before it is too late. Curtain falls.
Take your time to read your text silently. Let me ask you some questions. Where does the scene open from? Whom all are there in the tea shop? Who came up with a different opinion? Let us read and find out some difficult words and their meaning. Unbeatable, unbeatable, not able to defeat. Compete, compete, win by defeating someone. To gain the success.
Yes, I think you all enjoyed the part. Now it's time for you to read the lesson silently. Read your textbooks silently. My dears, let me explain you the whole scene in a brief. When the scene opens, the curtain rises and we can see Ramanna's tea shop is visible. Narayan, Ramanna, Shastri, Rudrappa and Kannan were talking excitedly. Narayan said to the fellow beings that they must discuss the problem calmly. He said, "Let us hear what they have to say." Ramanna started the conversation. He said it was a foolish idea. He is also confused what is the need behind a five-star hotel in their village. He asks whether his hotel is that bad. He is worried whether his tea is that bore. He also queries about his coffee, dosas, vadas and idlis and asks his fellow beings aren't they good enough. Shastri told Ramanna to cool down. He said his idlis and dosas are unbeatable. Unbeatable. The meaning of the word is something that is not yet comparable, something that is too good. Tea and coffee are very famous, and he also added that it is famous beyond the village. Beyond. The meaning of the word beyond means that can cross the limit, something that goes to the extra or the next level. He said he don't think there exists a need for a five-star hotel. That too fancy multi-storied hotel to compete your tea shop. Compete. Compete. The meaning conveys to compete with, to have a competition with someone. Malsaram. Ramanna proudly turned around. Kannan came with a different opinion. He couldn't find any harm in that. He said he liked this tea shop, but he is okay with the new proposal because new hotel would bring tourists. That would bring money. From he could understand that the plan is not that foolish. By listening to Kannan's conversation, we could understand that Kannan is a money-minded man. Shastri came in between and argued that he was wrong and said a multi-storied hotel can never come in Dharmagiri. Narayan got confused with the word never and asked to explain that. Shastri explained his intentions, but Narayan was confused and he asked, and Sagar came up with his explanation that years ago when he was climbing Dharmagiri, his grandfather told him that Dharmagiri cannot support such a big mountain. It can no longer support our building that is 30 feet taller. Narayan excitedly replied, "That is all why a hotel would be dangerous here." He added that Sagar had already told about the workers and trucks and lorries. He said, "It is better to talk to Sagar before it is too late." Curtain falls, scene 3 ends here. Time for some questions. Let me ask you some questions from the part we discussed just now.
What is Kannan's argument in favor of building a hotel on Dharmagiri? That is all the more reason why a hotel cannot be built there. What does all the more refer to? What was the reason behind Ramanna claiming it is a foolish idea? Why was Narayan puzzled? Why is it dangerous to build a construction on Dharmagiri? Now it is time for a creative writing. Imagine the conversation between Ramanna and his wife the day when he had the discussion.
A small assignment for today. Describe the features of Dharmagiri. Describe the features of Dharmagiri. I want you to write down all the homework that I have given you and send it to me very soon. Expecting your feedback and your homeworks, let's stop here today. I'll come with the next scene in the next class. Hope you all will stay safe and enjoy your family time. See you later.